Egypt, ancient, mysterious, beautiful, sandy, and full to the brim with mummies.
Egypt is like a piece of honeycomb. It is riddled with bodies. So many mummies were discovered in the 19th century that, in fact, we used them for fuel for steamships and trains. Because, of course, natron is very, very heavily saturated with bitumen, and, of course, it's great fuel.
And maybe it would have been better if our mummy had been used for fuel. Then we wouldn't have to recount the frightening tale of the curse of Tutankhamun.
Egypt still has this luster of being mysterious, enigmatic. You know, Tutankhamun, when he was discovered, he was the celebrity of his day. He was the David Beckham pin-up. He was dead, but nonetheless, there he was.
So what do we know of this King Tut fella? Well, we know he died, give or take a year or two, 3,300 years ago. The ancient Egyptians revered their monarchs as gods, and when they died, high priests would pull the royal brains out of the divine nose, mummify the body, and then bury the thing in the valley of the kings or queens with oodles of loot to tide them over in the afterlife. And as a final precaution against thieves, the priest would lay a curse on the tomb. Sadly, ancient curses have never been much of a crime deterrent, and over the centuries many pharaohs have had their tombs pillaged, though we don't know what became of the accursed robbers. Other pharaohs survived the tomb robbers only to fall victim to the archaeologists. Enter Lord Carnarvon's team of English toffs, digging up the desert in search of the distant past.
Oh, I say.
Finally, in 1922, they discovered King Tut's forgotten tomb. Not long after, Carnarvon died, spookily, of a supposed mosquito bite.
Swine!
And at the very same moment in England, his trusty dog Susie also passed mysteriously away. Soon, other members of his team started to kick the bucket. His half-brother went mad and shot himself. They were all dropping like flies. Or were they?
It's greatly exaggerated, the amount of people who died as a result of Tutankhamun's curse. Some estimates say 46 people, but actually there's a huge list of people who survived well into ripe old age. The last of whom died, I think, in the late 1960s at the age of 92.